Get your Macs open. House of the Dragon season 1, episode 2. This is the recap, by the way, playing right now. Just to give you guys a little bit of time.
Due to his methods, wishing his enemies. If our shipping lane should fall, it will flag up. How we disrupt the current problem?
Ooh, Brandon B. My boy Brandon B.
Oh, Mrs. Chris.
I thought you might go to him, offering comfort. These recent tragedies left you without an obvious heir.
I have decided to name a new heir. I'm your heir.
You have not taught of me. I have only ever defended you.
Can you guys hear the sound good? Can you guys hear the sound good?
I, Sarah's Targaryen, do hereby name Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Let me know if you can hear the sound good. Please, please, please. Let's get it. You heard that sound. We are good to go now. Awesome. Sound perfect. Yo, what's up, Ryan? What's good, my friend? Freaking song. So iconic. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hey, if you guys didn't know, if you haven't watched the latest episode of the podcast, I am going to do a giveaway for this book. I need help because I've never done a giveaway. So if anyone knows how to do giveaways, send me a message. Yeah. I mean, I have an idea. I've looked up some videos and whatnot, but I really want to do this in the next week or so. Because I wanted to do it for the 10th episode of the podcast, but it already happened, so. Lola, what's up? Giveaways is a great way to gain more followers. Yes, yes. I'm looking forward to just, making this community much, much bigger. And of course, I'm with the podcast and all of that. So, YouTube people, what's going on? What's going on, everyone? Okay, episode 2 has officially started now. Ooh, look at the skin, dude. These shots are crazy with the crabs eating the people.
Sir Ryan was a strong Lord Commander of the King's. He was ill for some time. He passed in peace, I hope.
Yes, Your Grace. He was found to have passed gently in his sleep. His remains are being prepared by the Silent Sisters. The succeeding Lord Commander, Sir Harold, would like to make haste in finding Sir Ryan's replacement on the King's Guard.
Your Grace, my lords, King's Guard must soon be restored to its full complement of 7. With the help of the Hand, I've invited a number of fine candidates to court. All have passed fair trials.
4 ships have now been lost. The last one was flying my banner. The Stepstones have now grown into a conflagration, yet you sit here and dither about port business.
If you've something to discuss, Lord,
I want to know what is to be done about my ships and my men.
the Crown will
Tell 'em.
compensate you for your ship and crew and make an offering to the men's
I
family.
don't want compensation. I want to seize the Stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with free cities.
These pirates are not the free cities.
Who do you think provides them with their ships and tender?
In all of its history, my lord, the Seven Kingdoms have never entered open war with the Free Cities. Were that to happen, the losses would be incalculable.
What reason does the Grand Feeder have to fear us? The King's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortify it with an army of his gold cloaks. Daemon has squatted there for over half a year without even a protest from the crown.
I'll caution you, Lord Corliss.
Wait, so we
A seat at the
jumped
king's table.
6 months.
is
This is
equal.
6 months after last episode.
I have acted, Corliss. I've sent envoys to Pentos and Volantis to see if we might find common cause. Ships and men are at the ready. The stepstones will be settled.
YouTube, if you guys can let me know if you hear me good,
You have dragon riders, father.
please. If anyone's around, of course. Tell
Send
him, Ray
us.
Ray. That's my girl.
It isn't that simple. Brunel.
It would be a
Please.
show of force.
It is simple.
At least
It
the
is
princess
that
has a
simple.
flag.
I only meant the
I can hear you,
Peace.
bro. What episode you want? This is episode 2. Actually, I should have written it here. Now watching.
Why don't you take the
There you go.
princess to see the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
Oh shoot, no.
Fine idea, you guys.
This knight will protect
So
you as well.
2.
You should choose.
Oh, Viserys.
Sir Desmond Callum. A fine knight, princess. Step forward, Sir Desmond. Son of Sir Royce Callum, Sir Desmond had proved strong and steady in both attorney lists and without. While traveling
You go
to
to
the
the
King's
premiere in
Woodlands with
NYC.
King's Landing,
No,
Sir
I
Desmond
wish.
recently bought a
I
would-be
wish
poacher
I would have gone to
to
the
justice.
premiere in NYC or any premiere really. But thank you for asking though. Yeah. But I did JJ, Lady Dragon JJ, who I make we got together for the last episode of the podcast. She went to the premiere in NYC and we talked about it some on the podcast. It's so good, really. And she had an amazing time over there.
Ryman Mallister, son of Lord Lyman Mallister of Seagull, winner of the melee at Cider Hall. He was the last mounted of 3 and 20 knights. Sir Ryman was knighted at 8 and
I
10.
believe these knights have combat experience beyond capturing poachers.
For Kristen Cole,
Christmas call.
son of a steward of the Lord of Blackheath.
Wonder if
You
they
welcome,
did
Sir
the blood and
Kristen.
cheese scene good.
You saw combat in the
From
South.
what I've heard,
Dornish marches, princess.
from what I've
Fought
heard,
for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish
Seems like it.
invasion.
I don't know exactly how it goes.
Surrounded on
You
Darren
know,
Knight
well, I
and
know
left
how it
to
goes
watch
down, but
towers along the bun.
because I read the book, but it seems like it's a very
You choose Sir Kristen
horrible
Cole.
scene. Just
Let's
Like
not
in the
be
book.
too hasty, princess.
shut up, Otto.
There's no doubt Sir Kristen is a fine warrior, but houses such as Crickle and Alistair are
I love
important
Rhaenys.
allies of the crown. Seaguard, for instance, is the realm's prime defense against reavers from the Iron
Those
Islands.
men are tawny knights. My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
Tell him.
Should he not?
Of course, princess.
Well, let us plan Sir Kristen's investiture then.
Otto in that voice, so condescending. I know.
Clearing capitals.
Ooh, Lego time. It's Lego time.
Highest of the nobility lived here.
It looks incredible,
Volcanic
though.
base.
To be honest,
Closest to
I would so have this. If I had
This was
like a
no-
very crazy good amount of money.
but the
and
blood
an
mages worked the
Very, I would need a very big house, of course.
It
I would
is
have
truly
something
wondrous
like that.
what built-
Oh. I only pore over the histories and provide the plans. The stonemasons build the structures.
Do you believe the Westeros can be another Valyria, Your Grace?
That depends whether you speak of the freehold at its height or at its fall. Over 1,000 giants, a navy large enough to span the seas of the world.
I wonder if that's Balerion
The glory of old Valyria will never be seen again.
that he has.
Something else.
Is that Balerion? Is it coming out on Saturday, Sunday at midnight, or we have to wait until 9 on Sunday? Yes, it's HBO, so we have to wait until 9 on Sunday.
What do you mean?
These days she doesn't say all few words. I think she might find it to discuss personal matters.
No, it's not that.
It will take
Well,
time. It did when I lost my own mother.
yes,
She would approach me.
you know HBO drops at 9 for us Eastern
What did you
time.
have to plan?
There are times when I would rather face the Blackbird himself than mine own daughter of 15.
So that was Balerion.
I think she would open herself to you if invited. You do have such an easy way about you, Your Grace.
Do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you? I fear that she wouldn't understand.
No, Your Grace.
Emily Carey is so beautiful.
It's only been half a year since my mother died. Already.
You could swear they used to drop on Saturday at midnight.
I
No.
know those men. And
Yeah,
women
HBO
plotting
always drops at
secret
9
councils
p.m.
against
Eastern.
and Mary are the mothers
yeah,
of
9
lords and
p.m.
queens
Eastern.
Rhaenyra.
Now everyone in
What did
like
your father work
in the UK and all of that, they have it bad. It's like at what was it, like 2 a.m. or something like that?
Your father loves you. He chose you for his heir.
He didn't choose me, he spurned Damon.
That place, the Sept, looks massive.
Kneel with me.
Massive it looks. What's your favorite episode, season 1? Whew. There's a few. I know episode 3 is incredible, which is we're gonna watch right after this. Shoot, it's been I haven't
Sorry to
rewatched
hear
the
that.
show. Like this is the first time rewatching it, so
Except
I love the one where Viserys comes out and does that
that sounds foolish.
iconic
Didn't think
that iconic moment where Viserys comes out to reiterate his support for Rhaenyra.
if not for
I love that
Rhaenyra,
episode.
perhaps. And
What I remember, of course. What about you? That's episode 8? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think you're right. Such a good episode. Mine's Driftmark episode.
so if you wish. You feel lost.
I can't remember what happens there exactly, but yes, I remember those episodes being very, very good. Emily Carey and Millie Alcock as young Rhaenyra and young Allison.
I want them to see me as more than this little girl. Mine own father does not know the language of girls either.
Yo, what's up, Eric?
And I wish
What's
to-
up, my dude?
I know that I must make the effort. Thank you.
How you doing, my friend?
Your Grace.
I'm glad we could meet. I know tempers ran hot. I wanted to assure you how much I value the bond between our houses. Rainey's favorite cousin, after all.
I wish to apologize for the tenor of the small council today, Your Grace. It was not my intent to make offense.
Your fleet is one of the realm's most important assets, Lord Corlys. But you must understand, as king, it is my obligation to avoid war until such time it is unavoidable.
None among us desire open war. Might I speak plainly, Your Grace?
I always welcome the unfettered thoughts in my council.
I fear that the eyes of our enemy are presently fixed.
What's wrong with the audio?
The Queen has passed. A girl has been named heir to the Iron Throne, the first in its history. The king's brother, so disinherited, has claimed the Targaryen seat on Dragonstone without challenge. Now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
You paint such an aspirant portrait of my reign, Lord Corlys.
They
It is
could have
not
done
its
2
fantasy.
seasons with the amount of book stuff they covered.
The crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
I believe so. Yeah.
And the
I think
blind
you're right.
incursion of the stepstones is the only way to demonstrate that we are not.
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it. But you must never meet its coming.
Do you have a specific course of action for my lord?
Join our
Oh.
families. Wed our daughter. Unite the two great surviving Valyrian houses. If the Targaryen
What
dragons
is
that
wrong
are
with
in
the
faith
audio on
you
Max?
You can show the realm that the
But
crown's
it would have
strongest
had
days
to
are
be a
ahead.
different show. Yeah, probably. True.
I must admit, I haven't given marriage much thought. It hasn't even been half a year since Emma passed.
The realm expects you to take a new wife sooner or later, Grace, to strengthen your line and produce more heirs. You could not ask for a stronger match than Lena.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, whatever. They used to. I don't know. That's how George's world works, but. Which, of course, is based off of. Yeah, Lena, our sweet baby. Hola, muchacho.
We haven't.
I hope you guys don't hate snakes, but here's my awesome Mushu.
Since
Regrettably, we should be free to speak our minds to one another.
you can say whatever you'd like, while the king.
That's it.
I loved your mother very well.
As did I.
Some comments in this life were filtered to protect community experience. What? Who's acting up in the comment section?
So Harold provided a fine field of tawny knights,
Oh,
but in questioning that, I discovered that Sir Christopher is the only man among them with true battle experience.
you'll make a fine knight of the King's Guard.
Well, who would have said that crispy Cole would have been such a little bit?
Small council.
Paid no mind.
I thought I might have had some
You're
insight.
young. You will learn.
Exactly, freaking liar, right? Oh no, Mushito. Not even a year and you already playing Legos with Ray's best feet. Exactly.
This chance to save the digit, Chris. The maggots will remove the dead flesh and hopefully stop the advance of the rot.
Since Emma's death, La Cosa.
I held an audience earlier today with Lord Corlys.
He's
His
strong
praise.
now.
That was most charitable, Your Grace. I'm sure Lord Corlys appreciated
Uh-huh.
the spirit of it.
Here, the Old Town conspiracy is working. Which one was that one? I forget.
Your Grace?
Otto and Mallows are working. Oh yes, 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 yes. With the maggots. With the maggots.
My
Yes.
strongest days are ahead, not behind.
Lord Corlys has overreached, Your Grace. Such
No.
matters must be discussed with a small council.
That is what I'm doing presently. So, what is your advice, dear Otto?
The Lady Lena is young, Your Grace. Indeed, but the wounds made by the Great Council still linger, my king. A match with their daughter would go a long way towards...
But also to influence him to marry Allison.
and
Exactly.
uniting the two great Valyrian houses would
Yep.
certainly signal unity throughout the realm and beyond. The Grand Maester's reasoning is sound.
I do fear what Rhaenyra might think.
What does it matter, Your Grace? Her mother has passed. Her father must propagate the royal...
Freaking malice. Oh, dude, thanks for the gifts. Don't do it. Don't do it. I appreciate you, but
love
you're good.
anyone. The pain of her passing still haunts me. And to be compelled to replace her for duty's sake. You are the king. I do not envy you.
This is such a weird scene by Otto. Like, if that wasn't clear enough to Viserys, of course.
What was it like flying the Black Dread? You were Valerian's last rider.
Only for a short time.
Mira.
Before he died. With Balerion died the last memory of Valyria of old.
But Vhagar still lives. Somewhere. But too large for the dragon pit.
Some would say that's for our world.
Do you know where she nests?
I'm sorry.
Do you know where Vhagar is now?
The Dragon Keepers believe she made home somewhere on the coast of the Narrow Sea.
The workers at Spice Town report her in her soul.
I forgot about this.
I imagine even dragons get lonely.
Your Grace, it would be a great honor.
It would have been
To join
so
our
good
forces.
to have had seen late. Well, I mean, it would have.
Give many children of pure Valyrian.
We got
so that they can
Aemond
strengthen the royal line.
getting Vhagar, so
Is that what your father told you to say?
Aemond. Oh, sure.
What did your mother tell you?
That I wouldn't have to bed till I turned 14.
She's so cute and small, so awkward. Yep, yep. Thank you for the likes, by the way. Oh, sure.
It bothers you, does it not?
My father is a king. It is his duty to take a new wife and strengthen his line.
I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Lena is your daughter, princess. Does it bother you?
Of course it does. but I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do.
If you mean to elicit some anger from me, you should know that you're failing, Princess.
Quite the opposite. Whether it's to my daughter or to someone else's, your father will remarry, sooner than late. His new wife will produce new heirs, and chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you.
True.
Because that is the order of things.
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
Oh, I wish that could be Rhaenyra. But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen of the Great Council.
That's right.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys,
Yeah, well, something.
queen who never was. But they bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups? Here is the hard truth, which no one else has the heart to tell you.
Rhaenys was warning Rhaenyra from the start about what would happen. Yep.
You see a woman sent the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
And your father is no fool.
Fight an enemy that has a sword once a year, or fight a traitor every time. What? I will fight
Urging to remarry.
the orangutan. I don't know.
Wants for new queen.
You can find queen will give comfort to your subjects. Does the small council have a particular lady in mind?
Lord Corlys Balarian has offered the hand of his daughter, the Lady Lena.
Very strong match, Your Grace.
I must admit, I don't know Lena very well.
I'm sure that she is good and kind, and that she will enjoy your company, as I have, Your Grace. Brought you something. How's the stonemasons to mend it?
This is a
You give him a Lego?
very kind gesture, Alicent.
That's like giving me a Funko Pop, man.
Very kind.
The hand, Your Grace.
The bitch, Your Grace.
Your Grace, I've called the small council to an emergency session.
Why?
I think it best you hear it directly.
Very well.
Oh, one of my favorite scenes. During the blackness of night, my lords, during the hour of the bat. Damon's been naughty again, as always.
Damon, the prince left a missive which I believe might explain.
It is the pleasure of Daemon Targaryen, the Prince of Dragonstone and
I
rightful
love
heir
this scene.
to the Iron Throne, to announce that he is to take a second wife in the tradition of old Valyria. She is to assume the title Lady Missaria of Dragonstone. Her Grace is with child, and is to have a dragon's egg placed in the babe's cradle, in the custom of House Targaryen. The prince has invited you to his wedding, Your Grace. It is in 2 days' time.
Gods have been good.
Who is Lady Missaria?
We believe
Daemon's Hall. This is nothing less than sedition.
I strongly agree, sir. My brother wishes to provoke me. To answer is to give him what he wants.
The realm is watching, Your Grace.
What would you have me do?
Damn.
Send him to the wall.
Corliss's drip looking
Perhaps I
good.
could put his head on a spike.
Daemon has seized Dragonstone, has surrounded himself with an army of gold cloaks, and has now stolen a dangerous weapon.
Skoriodromon, babies.
What is
Skoriodromon, Daemon Leitas.
Tromon hedrotso iles, darilonos. Dariloro belo, mazzobile, iderepte encono. Assemble a detachment, Otto. I will go to Dragonstone and drag David back to face justice myself.
My apologies, Your Grace, but I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous. Daemon is without limit.
Balon's there? The nerve. The nerve! I know. I think this is the first time we've seen Otto with his hair like well well done.
When do you see the king tonight?
He's always looking all crazy with his hair.
You wish it. Good day, Sir Christian.
My lady, I've assembled 20 of your best household guards, my lord hand. Sahara will also join us.
Please look after the hands, Sir Christian.
I love this scene.
Welcome to Dragonstone, Otto.
Your occupation of this island is at an end. You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your whore, and leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King
Where is the king? I don't see him.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mother's farce.
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Christian Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Very good.
This is a truly pathetic show, Davy. Are you so desperate for the king's attention that you've resorted to stuffing about like a common compass?
Simply keeping with the traditions of my house, the same as my brother did to his heir.
Those traditions are for the true-born children of royalty, not for bastards fathered on a common whore.
Lady Nasaria is to be my wife.
This is an abomination. With every breath you soil your name, your house, and your brother's reign.
Our love does not know titles and traditions.
And what of you, men of the City Watch? Aiding the prince in his treason?
The king made me their commander. They are loyal to me. You've come for the egg.
Take it.
Here it is.
Are you mad? You'd never survive this.
Well, happily, neither would you.
To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Here we go. Love. Oh my God, David, please. Ah, a red noodle report. Their faces, dude. I would be scared shitless.
All of you, sheathe the fucking steel.
Here comes my baby. She is. Cyrax, my baby.
PJ, princess.
Preventing bloodshed.
Sir Preston, please escort the princess to safety.
Take care not to startle Cyrax, my lords. She's rather protective of me. Kepanucha ineze drizdoru, darira rosso prostas, kesu uglesa, luon zombaz mi anuchon isa. Kepus?
Io se la fosse euro da oro.
Vedrosso dari ohi ikida.
Indrari onorion da oro. Tubi maneri, Nike de Niklas.
Apruziri ziri eman.
Treptan li da oro.
Se che gesù con dromon laudigon a
There you go. Tell him.
Poți atrezzomi mas un pilon fule, conier nuho ruho, subtailan.
Se che let.
Vasilari tubi.
Oh man.
I'm right here, uncle. The object of your ire. The reason that you were disinherited. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me. So do it. And be done with all this bother.
Swear to God, I feel like the colors now look more bright. Because Cyrax just looked like super pretty. I mean, Cyrax is my baby, but I swear it looks more yellowish. Cyrax, honey, I'm home.
You announced that we were to be wed.
On the morrow.
And that I was with child. Your child.
Well, perhaps when we are wed, we can make that true.
I ensured long ago that I would never be threatened by childbirth.
Good. Children can be such irritating creatures.
You swore to protect me, Demon.
Dragonstone is quite secure.
Until the king decides to reclaim his ancestral seat. His men might not put the prince's head on a spike, but what would they do with the commoner he claims he's taken to wife and made with child?
No one will harm you.
That's right,
I
Miss Aria.
have this property more times than I care to count. Beginning in a homeland I can no longer recall. Most of my years have been spent living in terror.
You're safe with me, I swear it.
You are Targaryen. You can afford to play your stupid games with the king, but I cannot. I didn't come into your service wanting gold, the power, the station. I came to you to be liberated.
Liberated. From what?
Fear.
Well, Allison gave Viserys a Funko Pop. You know what's happening now.
No, please, Lord Blanc. I have come looking for an unencumbered opinion.
That's all I would ever give, Your Grace.
Ever since my name was read by the Archmaesters at the Great Council, I have felt Corvus Bellarian's envious gaze staring from across the Blackwater.
You sit upon the highest seat in the realm, Your Grace. Proud men don't like having to look up.
Lena Valari.
Lord Corlys is your master of ships, and she is the eldest daughter of the wealthiest house in the realm. She comes from unimpeachable Valyrian stock, and she has Targaryen blood. What's to mislike?
She is 12.
She will mature.
I never asked to remarry.
As king, you have a claim on all things. Even those you don't want. Marriage is not an obligation you can put off for long.
What if I was to reject Lord Corlys' proposal?
He would not be like to take it well. I fear nothing short of a direct line to the Iron Throne would satisfy him. You should also consider that we find ourselves on the precipice of war in the Stepstones, and the Sea Snake holds claim to nearly half the realm's ships.
He would not dare withhold them in the face of the realm's need. Who is he to act to me?
No one, Your Grace. But Driftmark makes for a better ally than it does an enemy. The Sea Snake has made a calculated breach, fair play for a man of his position. If you truly want my unencumbered opinion,
I do.
you should wed Lena Valarian, Your Grace. Save Lord Corlys and fix him at your side, permanently as an ally.
Your Grace, the princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragons.
Your Grace.
You disobeyed me. You fled King's Landing without a word. And you acted without the crown's leave. You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
I mean, that's
Innocent.
true. But
Stone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished to learn.
you have to give her credit, damn it.
Well, I sometimes forget how alike you both were. My mother's absence is a wound that will never heal. Without her, the Red Keeper's lost a warmth, and I dare say it will never recover.
It pleases me to hear you say this. To know that I'm not alone in my grief.
I wish I had known better what to say to you in the aftermath. I struggle to realize that my daughter had so quickly become a woman grown. But I know she understands what is now expected of me.
The king must take a new wife.
I could never replace your mother. No more than I intend to replace you as
Woman grown.
But you are
Oh,
my
the
only heir.
egg. Yeah.
And our line is vulnerable, too easily ended. And by marrying again, I may begin to ensure that we are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us. I do not wish to make us estranged.
You are the king. And so your first duty is to the realm. Mother would have understood this. Just as I do.
Dude, the dragon pit is enormous.
Tomorrow, my lords. I have decided to take a new wife. I intend to marry the Lady Alicent Hightower before Spring's End.
Freaking Otto. I want to. Ugh.
This is an absurdity. My house is Valerian, the greatest power in the realm.
And I am your king.
Freaking Otto, man. Wrist hyphens. It's so freaking looking good. Otto's so happy. Yes. He's over here like, uh, se salió con la suya. Yep, yep, yep.
House Valarian's origins reach back to old Valyria, more ancient even than House Targaryen, according to some texts. But unlike the Targaryens, we were no dragon lords. For centuries, my house had to scratch out an existence from the sea with grit and luck.
I can't wait for his show.
When I ascended the Driftwood throne, I knew what I wanted. So I went out and seized it. Unlike every other lord of the realm, I can say that I built my house's high seat with the strength of mine own back. I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth. Wasn't where you had a king for a brother. We're both men who have had to cut our own way through the world. We've been passed over too often.
Did you call me to Driftmark to remind me of my understanding, Lord Corlys, or was there some other reason?
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstones.
Some nearest prince is feeding Westerosi sailors to the crabs.
I've been petitioning the king to send my navy into the territory, but he's denied me.
It was never my brother's strongest trade.
What?
Being king.
Crabfeeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Cities who wish to see Westeros weakened. The king's failures have allowed him to accumulate strength. If those shipping lanes fall, my house will be crippled. I will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts and balls and tourneys.
I will speak for my brother as I wish. You will not.
Waiting in the Stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it. The other realm's second sons, Daemon. Our worth is not given. It must be made.
Good episode. Good episode. Before I start the next one, let me pause it here fast. Oh, wait. So I went to GameStop, right? And they have those new Funko Pops. The most recent ones for House of the Dragon, and one of them is the Crab Feeder. And this person that was working over there at the GameStop, they didn't know anything about House of the Dragon, right? And one of the Funko Pops that was there was the Crab Feeder. And they're like, "Oh, out of all of those Funko Pops, the one with the dragon looks cool, but the one with the that crab feeder one, he looks pretty cool. I think he's a pretty awesome. Like he's pretty cool looking, right?" So of course I go on and I had to tell them what what I know about the crab feeder. A little bit of Fire and Blood and House of the Dragon lore for this person. Well, they were pretty much traumatized after they found out what the crab feeder actually does and why he is called the crab feeder. So, yeah. You came in un buen episodio. What are you going to show me?
It's just for you.
Yeah, it's just for me. So, yeah, they were pretty traumatized. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start the third episode here very, very soon. Is it long?
No, le bajé el volumen para
Ah.
pero me estaba comiendo was motivation. Such a
Solo, ya me-
it's rápido.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna turn it on.
Go listen to this message. Get ready to get uncomfortable because comfort is how we got here in the first place. You don't want to meal prep. You don't want to take the time out to exercise. You don't want to increase your steps, but you want to lose all of this weight. How? Being tired is normal for you now. Being out of breath going up the steps is normal for you now. Not loving the skin that you're in or going in your closet and not knowing what to wear is normal for you now. And it saddens me because you're accepting that. The moment that you get ready to be uncomfortable and you accept that this process is going to be uncomfortable, but it's causing a change, that's when the magic happens. Until you accept that, keep living the lifestyle that you're living. And every Monday, we'll have the same conversation about how we're going to reach our goal this week. Every month, we're going to have the same conversation about how this is my month. At the end of every year, we're going to write on our calendar that we're going to reach the goal this year. And we're just going to continue in this cycle. I don't want you to do that, but again, it's up to you. Ladies, if you ever heard your emotion, listen to it.
Who's ready? That one.
Yo le di a eso.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Are we ready for episode 3? Dale, ¿no? O sea, motivacional.
Yeah. Llora.
We'll get there. Who's ready? Are we ready for episode 3? Dancing Moogle, you ready? Wagwan?
Because we'll get there again. So good.
Oh, just hit play. Okay, we're ready. This is a really good episode.
I have decided.
Okay, I'm gonna skip the recap.
I mean,
And we do not skip the intro, damn it. Oh wait, is this that poor guy, the Damon superfan? What do you mean? The crab feeder? Or is this House of the Dragon? Yes, Valeria. Yes, yes, yes. This is get ready, episode 3. It's just almost starting. We're in the intro. Let me know when you pull it out. I'll tell you exactly where we're at. The guy who sees Caraxes and thinks, "My Lord has got to save me." Yes, yes, that's him. Wait, wait, wait. I'm not there yet. I'm playing. Did you skip the intro, Moogle? I'm almost there. But I do remember the guy the my Lord has come to save me and gets splattered, squashed.
Hospitarian is coming for you! Since they will have you what's this fucking head! No, please! Fuck you, Fitzgerald. Fuck your mother and bastard! Oh, no! No! No!
Dude. Caraxes looks so damn awesome. Dude, this scene looks so freaking badass. This scene is so good as well with Caraxes reacting to Damon. Bless him and his optimism.
He has no hair, your great.
Yep.
He does have clear hair. Has your eyes, your grace? Yes, he does. And you have my nose, don't you? 2 years old, and already our boy has a kingly presence.
He may yet, brother, but this morning he insisted on eating porridge with his lambs.
He will grow. And quite a party assembled in his honor. And surely by the end of this hunt, we shall have more so.
And what is that, pray tell?
It is Egan's second name day. His infancy is behind him. Then remains for Viserys to name him heir to the throne.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He's the king's firstborn son.
I don't know that his grace sees it so clearly.
Then it lies with you to make him see it, Lord Hand.
Your Grace, I bring urgent news from the Stepstones. The Craft Leader has dug in for siege on Bloodstone while his men sabotage our fleet under the cover of dark.
Not today, Tyler.
The matter of the Stepstones is regrettably urgent.
It's been 3 years. It can wait another 3 days. Come, eat. Fortify yourselves for the journey.
Wait,
Please.
was this the episode with the white stag?
It's presently massing at the gate. Lord Jason expects us in the King's Road before midday.
You see him ready, huh?
I have not, Your Grace. With the trip in our sheltering in Bloodstone's caves, the threat of the dragons is blunted.
You don't have foot soldiers.
Their sellswords have been withdrawing in droves, Your Grace. Even the mercenaries can see that it is a losing effort.
Where's Rhaenyra?
Yes, Ray gets
The
stabbed.
Valarian forces
Yes.
suffered heavy attrition, Your Grace. The seeds of dissent are sown amongst the rank and file. Damon has driven the men hard. They have begun to question his command. If the crown were ever to intervene,
Tyrant.
now is the time.
Damon and the Sea Snake started their war without his grace's leave. Were he to intervene now for so long, it would make the crown appear weak.
Can someone tell me where in the seven hells Rhaenyra might be?
Under the dragon's eye. Under the dragon's eye.
Again.
No.
The princess might like to hear something else.
She would not. Play it again.
She fled with her ships and her people, her heart broken for those. Your Grace.
Did I say to stop?
Mm.
From the beginning.
Hold on, before Spotify repeat button. Yes. Yep.
She fled with her ships,
Rhaenyra?
her people.
Yes, my queen. Your presence is wanted in the outer courtyard. The royal hunt ready to depart. Decided to remain here and read instead. You may go, Samuel. You are to stay by order of the princess. The queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
Princess.
Your Grace.
King wishes for you to join us.
King has much to celebrate this evening.
He wants for us all to be together. And perhaps the hunt could be fun.
Is it a king's command?
Yes, but
Then at once, your grace.
but it needn't be. None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
Isn't this splendid? All of our family off to celebration and adventure in the King's Wood.
Would you be travelling in such condition?
Maester said that being out in nature would do me well.
You will be with your own child, Smitherlane. You make me a proud grandson.
It's not so bad. The days are long, but Aegon came quickly and without fuss.
You should ride out with me today. Join in the chase.
Rather not. All squeal like children when they're being slaughtered. Find the discomfort.
It's a hunter. How would you like to participate?
Not sure why I must.
Because you are my daughter, the princess. You have duties.
I am ceaselessly reminded.
I'm sorry?
I am ceaselessly
You
reminded.
need to be reminded. Whoever attempted to.
No one's here for me.
Oh, you could see the Red Keep from afar. Oh, can you guys see who's there? Mr. Breakbones himself.
He's disgraced on his second name day.
Swan's ship sailed through the stepstones.
What will happen to Lady Joan?
She's to be sold to a pillow house in the Free Cities, if you believe the rumours.
I fear the gods did not make me fine. Might I sit with you in Vegas?
Of course.
Please join us. Varys Strong, the youngest son of our Master of Laws, will ride him.
My lord husband says that no king has ever been able to tame stepstones for long. It's an inhospitable place suited only for savages. Perhaps the princess can give us some insight.
Though I'm not sure how I could. I've never been to the Stepstones.
Your dear uncle is the great mind behind this war, is he not?
I wouldn't know. I've not spoken to Damon in years.
Since you supplanted him as heir.
Damon made his choices, Lady Kira. The princess was more suited to the role.
He's made a mess, and the king must put an end to it. Sick some men and clear out the trial for good.
Oh, geez, Mean Girls. Yep, yep.
A war. The crown is at war, princess. Though your father refuses to admit it, we've been dragged into it by your uncle and the sea snake.
Now have you served the wrong of late, Lady Red Wine? Wait and keep.
With your own second name as ground for this.
I honestly don't recall, and neither will Egan.
Lord Jason Lannister.
Gather that from all the lions.
I don't think you've been properly introduced.
But Quinn serves on my father's council.
Thailand is frightfully dull, God's loving. The finest honey wine you'll ever taste. Made in Lannisport, of course.
Of course.
King's Wood. It's fine hunting ground. But the best sport is to be found at Castle Rock, near my home. Have you been?
Once. On tour with my mother when I was young.
Frat boy of the West.
The rock is thrice the height of the high tower in Old Town, taller still than the wall in the north. It's been said that if one were to stand in the tower, on a perfect day, one could see clear across the sunset sea.
It must be quite something.
I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but I do have the means and resources to build one.
Why would you need a dragon pit?
To house dragons, of course. I'd do anything for my queen. Or lady wife.
Thank you for the wine. Is that what I am to you? A prize to proffer about to the great houses.
Your age, Nera. Jason Lannister is an excellent match.
She's arrogant and self-serious.
Well, I thought you might have that in common. Since you came of age, I've been slowly drowning in a lake of parchment flowing from every corner of the realm. Marriage proposals, all. And I have tried often to discuss it with you. But you've refused me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
You must marry. Yes.
The Royal Huntsman has sent a report, Your Grace. There's been a sighting of a white hart. The stag is the king of the King's Wood, Your Grace, a regal portent for Prince Aegon's name day.
That's a beautiful horse, damn it. These shots are beautiful, dude.
What happened, man?
Father, trying to sell me off to Jason Lannister. Was I named heir to the Iron Throne so that I might only further raise the standing of a Lord of Castle Rock?
Going to kill him.
Reality is, I kind of feel like he would actually be down to do it.
You should take it.
After what we've seen, or what we get to see later on.
Betrothed to Kristen.
I had an adventurous youth when my father served at Blackhaven, to be sure, but my station was never high enough for a formal betrothal. Before I spoke my vows as a knight of the King's Guard, I could have married a common born girl had I wished.
Lucky you are to have a senior in life.
Many in the realm would gladly trade positions with you, Prince.
Only because none of them has ever held my position. Maybe the Princess of Dragonstone time useless.
One day, not so long ago, you held enough power to write my name into the White Book. When your father named me to his King's Guard, it was the highest honor any Cole would ever know. All that I have, I owe to you. I'd hardly call that toothless, Princess.
How far? The droppings were found half a league to the east.
Strange how quickly he forgot who brought him up in the world. Exactly, I know, right?
Still flash between two.
I know.
My best scout spy.